Cable Bahamas has always been considered the innovator.
People can have confidence in Cable Bahamas as a mobile operator because of our past history. We've proven to the Bahamian community that we are in fact able to manage additional services as a telecommunications company.
Customers expect the best from Cable Bahamas.
The technology that we bring is revolutionary technology because we know that the Bahamian public, they deserve it, and Cable Bahamas is here to bring it to them.
We are ready. Turn us on.
The Bahamas Telecommunications Company to begin staff downsizing. Island Luck opens a new upscale location. Bahamas Union of Teachers President Belinda Wilson suspended again. Plus, the F&M's deputy leader weighs in on those pending Scotiabank layoffs. We've got those stories and more coming up tonight. I'm Dana Smith, and NB12 starts right now. The voluntary separation exercise at the Bahamas Telecommunications Company did not go as well as BTC officials had hoped, and now the company is embarking on a redundancy exercise to shave its staff count. Bahamas Communications and Public Officers Union President Bernard Evans says this decision is not sitting well with his workers, and he finds it immature. Simone Davis reports.
In a memo to staff, BTC CEO Leon Williams advised employees that their opportunity to accept a voluntary separation package passed, and staff exits would be completed on March 31st. President of the Bahamas Communications and Public Officers Union, Bernard Evans, says the union and workers were not notified of these plans until yesterday, and he thinks that BTC's managing staff made an immature move by not allowing the workers more time to prepare themselves.
We had a meeting that was brokered by the Director of Labor. In that meeting, management said that they would look at a few options. That redundancy, I think, was a third option. They would first try the VSEP and then maybe look at outsourcing as another option, so that those who would be separated but some would still have some kind of gainful employment to continue to do some of the work. And so to jump from the second option would have been outsourcing to redundancy. I think it's really, really premature and it's pretty hard. Safe to say that I think it was very, very immature of management.
He also said the late notification of the workers was completely inconsiderate because now most of their Easter holiday plans to travel are ruined.
Given that this is the Easter weekend, a lot of people had plans to go away, and as you know, now they have this over their heads to think about over this long weekend. As provisions in our industrial agreement, management need to sit down with the union to work out the prerequisites under which they would carry out redundancies. For us in the bargaining unit, it's 4 months notice. For management unit, it's 9 months notice. So we think that there was a lot of time.
The memo read, however, because of the small number of VSEP applications, the company is still facing a significant shortfall for the next 2 fiscal periods. Therefore, I regret to advise that we have no alternative other than to complete the remaining staff reductions under the redundancy provisions of Article 27 of the Industrial Agreement. Evans said he believes this exercise would only complicate the problems at BTC, and it also pushed him to find ways to protect his workers from these types of situations in the future.
And going forward, seemingly management, there is this constant fear that from day to day that their plans seem to be changing. And so there's no stability really, and so people really walking really on eggshells pretty much. It's a very, very unfortunate situation. I think this further compound the problem at BTC. We are currently now under contract negotiations, and so all those protections that we can within the law, we certainly are going to put those protections in place for the long-term longevity of the workers going forward.
Now, NB12 understands that there were just under 100 VSEP applications received, and about 50 of them were approved. The company is reportedly seeking to cut down its staff by 150 employees. Evans said if any of his workers accepted any of those packages, it was out of fear and uncertainty. Reporting for NB12, I'm Simone Davis.
We may still not know which companies will be granted web shop licenses But Island Luck has opened the doors to yet another store. The company's CEO says while they have not gotten any assurance that Island Luck will receive a web shop license, they want the company to be in the best position for whenever that happens. Kyle Joaquin has the story.
It's been 7 months since the controversial gaming bill passed in Parliament, and government is now going over applications from companies that applied for the 8 web shop licenses. But while they play the waiting game, one company is wasting no time in opening the doors to new stores. This new Island Luck location along Village Road is the first of the new Island Luck Select brand. Bastien calls it the Atlantis of Over the Hill.
The web shop has become a social environment, and what better way to accompany that social environment than offering a great, comfortable, safe, modern facility for our patrons to use. You know, in the gaming sector, we offer more than just gaming. People come here today, every day, to gather, share numbers, share stories, or just hang out.
Now, this is the first web shop of its kind equipped with a drive-through, 60 computers, large-screen TVs, a lounge area, and 50 machines that look pretty similar to slot machines. Now, despite its close resemblance to a slot machine, officials say this isn't one. Instead, they say it's just a CPU fully equipped with technology designed to make gaming more comfortable for players. Island Luck General Manager Adriana Fox said when they designed the inside, they were going for more of a casino feel.
We wanted to carry the web shop industry to a whole next level by basically letting the customers feel that they're more in a casino atmosphere, and letting them know that, you know, some of our persons cannot travel to the U.S., that we will bring casinos to you.
Within the next month, Bastien says 3 more Island Luck locations will be opening, including one in the mall at Marathon. But with Island Luck locations opening just about everywhere, some have begun to question how such a rapid expansion could take place despite having not yet received a license.
This property was leased and being under renovation long before the gaming bill had even passed. All of the stores that we're going to open in the next month have all been leased prior to even the passing of the gaming bill. It's just that we took a long time to get them to market because we wanted to offer the best experience possible.
Bastien said the new store alone was nearly 5 months in the making. So with there still being no idea which companies will be granted those licenses, we asked Bastien what would happen if Island Luck were to be left out.
This is pure gamble. So if we don't receive a license, this will be one beautiful place that will be for rent.
Reporting for NB12, I'm Kyle Joaquin.
Deputy Leader of the Free National Movement and Shadow Minister of Finance Peter Turnquest says it's unfortunate Scotiabank has decided to consolidate and close several of its branches. With as many as 50 jobs held by Bahamians projected to be lost, Turnquest said this comes at a time when unemployment is already high, and he called on the government to do more to create jobs.
Scotiabank had announced on Monday 8 of its Bahamas branches will either be closed or consolidated as part of a restructuring process that is expected to continue over the next 6 months.
It is unfortunate. I certainly do feel for the employees who have been let go or will be let go. These are very difficult times, and we're seeing this contraction in the domestic financial services industry at probably the worst time. Where unemployment is already high, and the options and the opportunities for alternate employment are not necessarily as readily available as they would have been in times past.
Labor Minister Shane Gibson said yesterday he was personally disturbed by the looming layoffs and questioned the need for the bank to cut as many as 50 jobs held by Bahamians when not a single work permit has been canceled. Gibson said he plans to look into how many work permits were approved for Scotia. Turnquest said today he's concerned about what effect the layoffs will have on the middle class, and rather than making idle threats, government should focus on job creation.
Of course, the offshore financial services industry has been contracting even before now, and so we worry about what this is going to do to the middle class in particular, because these are solid middle class jobs that we're losing, and that is unfortunate. I believe that rather than making threats, that the government has to seriously look at how they can facilitate the creation of jobs in this industry, rather than chasing jobs away with idle threats and the like. That's not really helpful.
According to Scotiabank, 4 branches are to be consolidated: Caves Village into Cable Beach, Wolf Road and East Street into Thompson Boulevard, Marlborough into Rawson Square, and Cooperstown Abaco into Marsh Harbor. Scotiabank added 2 branches will be closed: Stella Maris in Long Island and North Eleuthera. Branches in Rock Sound, South Eleuthera, and Buckley's Long Island will be converted into service centers. Turnquest said he's concerned about closures on the Family Islands and what effect it could have on those smaller communities.
More importantly is the effect that these closures are going to have on these islands, where Scotia may be the only bank in a settlement, and these are settlements that are not necessarily next door to each other. What effect is that going to have on those communities? One, for instance, in Stella Maris and Long Island, the branch is closing. There is no other bank. The nearest bank is in Grays. That's some distance away. What does that mean then for the resort in Stella Maris and the people in northern communities? Are they going to be at risk now with cash and whatever else, trying to do business?
Representatives of Island Luck and Own Bahamas announced the Own program winners during a press conference this morning. Recipients received thousands of dollars to help expand their independent Bahamian businesses. Own is an initiative that's focused on offering entrepreneurial opportunities for people with new and exciting ideas within existing or new industries. Island Luck CEO Sebastian said the Own program and grant fund were created to promote economic development and were designed to support the acceleration of the Bahamian economy.
Since 2009, our community initiatives at Island Luck has not changed. Through programs such as Own, we seek to empower Bahamians in every way we can. Today, I'm pleased to announce that the 10 candidates today is one step closer to achieving their lifelong dreams and the true results of ownership. I have no doubt, after reviewing almost 1,000 applicants, that we have selected the best of them.
Bastian said he received about 1,000 applications for the program. 2 applicants won $25,000, another 2 won $10,000, and 5 applicants won $5,000. The Island Luck CEO says he wants more Bahamians to be inspired and encouraged to develop their business ideas.
We have businesses that stem from manufacturing to distribution to recycling to energy reform, rentals of tools. The list goes on and on. Each applicant will receive 2 years internet and business phone service from BTC. They will also receive 2 years of advertising in print and both radio from the Nassau Guardian, 1 year of garbage collection from United Sanitation.
Applicants from Grand Bahama, North Andros, and Eleuthera were among the winners. Bastian said this initiative was just the first phase of the Own program, and the next application process for new winners will be held in June.